Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining this session. My name is David Tweedow, and I'm a strategic partner account manager here at Mimecast. And I have the privilege as part of my role to manage the long-established partnership between Mimecast and Sure International. Sure are the exclusive Mimecast partner in the offshore jurisdiction, and I'm thrilled that they've invited me to this session today to talk to you about what I think is a really, really interesting topic and actually a really important problem that we all try to solve as organizations. And that problem boils down to a simple but important question, which is, are our users the biggest risk to our business? Or is there a way that we can manage, coach, and train them to become a security asset, potentially become this concept of a human firewall that helps keep our business safe, rather than unfortunately putting the business at risk? And this really is an important question to ask, because depending on who you ask, anywhere from 90 to 95% of IT breaches will involve human error in some way, shape, or form. And think about it, it does make sense. Phishing, for example, involves a user clicking on a link that they're not supposed to, or opening an attachment that's loaded with ransomware. Data loss is often because a user misaddresses an email or deletes the wrong file or just trusts the wrong source. Most robberies involve a user forgetting to lock their car or close the windows of their house. The problem, though, is that within the technology world, the stakes are extremely high. The consequences of human error in the wrong way and at the wrong time could potentially be devastating to many organizations. For example, we could lose data, our own data, or even worse, our customers' data. We could lose revenue. We could suffer damage to our brand and face litigation as a consequence of a simple user mistake. And there are many examples of high-profile organizations going through that as we speak, Equifax being one of the most recent. And if the consequence of the error that a user has made is that we take our critical systems offline, for example, perhaps taking email offline, well, then user error can stop the workforce doing their job and being productive. And of course, that will lead to a snowball of additional issues moving forwards. So it should be quite obvious that we have to try and do something that minimizes user error. We have to try and do something that attempts to turn the biggest risk to our business, which is our people, into our biggest assets by reducing the mistakes that people make and coaching them to scrutinize their actions in the correct way that actually might give them the advantage over hackers and provide a real security value to the business because they're being very careful about their behavior in an IT world. However, the problem we have is that security awareness training, as I'm sure many of you in this audience will know, is a lot of the time really seen as an expensive chore. We don't like doing it. We don't like implementing these strategies as an organization. And we can almost guarantee that it's a chore for our users who don't like consuming the knowledge that we know they have to consume. And when we have this negative perception of training as something that's boring, dreaded, feared, and ignored, well, it's quite obvious what happens. Our users don't pay attention correctly because they're not engaged. So they don't learn. They don't consume the knowledge that they're supposed to be consuming correctly. And because they don't learn and they're not getting any value from what they're consuming, they don't care. They develop the wrong attitude. They stop thinking that it's part of their responsibility as an employee to keep the organization safe. And so mistakes will flow. So if we're going to try and solve this really, really crucial problem of how do we turn users from risks into assets, then the first question that we have to ask ourselves is, how do we engage them effectively?
Today is perfect for a security breach. Click on everything, that's the lesson I teach. There's no time to think, just click on the link, and then wait and see what happens. Hello there. Ever wonder who's responsible for most security breaches? Well, you're looking at them. What do you say we go get in some people's heads? See if we can't get them to make some questionable decisions. Sound like fun? For me, it's just another day at the office. When it comes to security, you're going to hear a lot about what you should and should not do. All those mixed messages can get confusing, which is why I'm here to keep security simple. Let's start with passwords.
Due to a recent security breach, we need everyone to change their passwords.
Again?
Yeah.
This is so hard.
Remember to keep your password simple. Doug, you use the same password for everything. Just go with what you know. Do you have a favorite password that you use for personal stuff? Good news. There's nothing wrong with using the same thing at work. Also, remember to keep your password obvious.
Hey, remember, don't make your password obvious. Right? Anything predictable is easy to hack.
And easy to remember. Sure, the hackers might get it, but you won't forget it. Use your dog's name and your birthday.
Larry 216.
Perfect. Keyboard patterns also work well. Felix, let's go middle row left to right.
ASDFGH.
Perfect. Now write that down. Even if you create a password that's easy to remember, make sure you keep it where you can see it, because the easiest password to remember is the one right in front of your face.
I am Todd number 1.
Post it on the monitor. Classic move. Good job, Todd. You can also write them in your day planner, store them on your phone,
216 and save.
or, my personal favorite, tattoo it on your forearm. No matter what you do, make sure you share your password with your friends and your colleagues. That way they'll be able to log in for you and access your stuff if you need them to.
Doug to the Doug. That's my password. So.
Seriously? Doug, what would compel you to share your password with the entire office?
Don't listen to him, Doug.
People want to know.
Now let's talk about phishing. I'm sure people have told you to proceed with caution before clicking on any links. I'm not sure why they told you that. You should always operate under the premise that all links are safe.
I wonder if this link is safe.
All links are safe, Amy. That's why we open everything and click on anything. Not sure what that icon means, but everything's probably fine.
I just want a $500 gift card. What are the chances this thing's for real?
Of course it's real. You just have to click on the link for more information. Ugh. Well, now we know, right?
I just got an attachment from Lynn in the San Francisco office.
That's awesome, Jada.
Not sure why she sent it to me over social media.
Come on, it's clearly someone claiming to be Lynn. Remember the mantra. Open everything, click anything. Good job.
Nothing happened.
Oh, something probably happened. At the end of the day, security comes down to who needs to know. I believe everyone needs to know.
Hunter, are those our evaluations printing?
Quite possibly. Hello? Hey, yeah, you downstairs? Okay, coming right now. Bye.
People talk a lot about protecting information. I believe in sharing information, all of it, with everyone. Whether it's leaving sensitive documents on the printer, don't keep her waiting, Hunter, or throwing them in the trash.
I can't believe I have to shred all these pricing sheets.
You don't have to shred all these pricing sheets, Todd. You have a perfectly good garbage can under your desk. That just feels right, doesn't it? Also, never lock your screen, because no matter how riveting you think your stuff is, no one else really cares, which is the same reason why it's absolutely fine to discuss sensitive work matters with anyone at any time.
Well, yeah, no one's supposed to know, but looks like we're going to get acquired. Yeah. Okay, bye, Mommy.
Network's down again.
Look out, he's coming in hot.
Can I get a day, just one day, where I can just stare up at my ceiling with absolutely nothing to do because everything in this office is running smoothly?
Guessing today's not that day.
Now, we detected a virus on the network. Right, did anyone click on a link they shouldn't have? Maybe open up a bad attachment?
No.
Anyone?
I definitely did. I think Claire did.
Why did I click on that?
Doug,
My
anything?
document.
If you're sure, we got to figure this out.
Looks like my work here is done. Today is perfect for a security breach. Click on everything, that's the lesson I teach. No time to think, just click on the link, then wait and see what happens.
But the ultimate test for many customers is to try and catch their users out. I guess in many ways, it's the perfect acid test to see if they're working. So we get lots of requests around phishing simulation, actually simulating a phishing campaign within your own organization to see who clicks on what, who can be trusted and who can't. Thank you very much for joining. I've listed the contact details of Joe over at Shaw. He heads up their sales for the Isle of Man region. So please do reach out to him on the email addresses attached if you have any further questions or you'd like to look at any of this in further detail. Thanks so much for your time and attention today, and looking forward to hopefully meeting you all again in the future. Thanks very much.